My name is Sahar Zuberi. I'm the medical director of our Desert Palms location in Phoenix, Arizona, and I love taking care of adults on Medicare, which is why I'm here. So when you come to a new primary care office, it's really important to prep. So make sure that you have any IDs. So for example, your driver's license or your insurance information. Always make sure you bring your medications. So that includes prescription as well as those over the counter. And always make sure that you have a really good idea of your medical history, your surgical history. We'll be asking you questions in regards to your alcohol use and your smoking. And all of that is routine. That's also we can have a really good idea of what's been going on with you. If you have an emergency contact, that's also really helpful. Just in the event that if we need to get a hold of you and can't, it's always good to have a backup person on file. Good rapport and trust takes time. You may have to see your doctor a couple times in order to feel like you have that good, trusting relationship, and that's okay. What I would recommend is the first time you see your doctor, just be open and upfront about everything that's most important to you. Maybe you really want to get a colonoscopy, but you've been on the fence for a while. Maybe you've been falling and your kids are worried, but you're not really sure what to do about it. Maybe you're going to walk your child down the aisle and you're really excited about it. All of these things are incredibly, incredibly important, and they may not come across in one visit, but that's okay. Here at Oak Street Health, we're going to make sure that we see you often enough that we'll get to know you through all the good times and the bad. So when you have your first visit at your new primary care doctor's office, I understand that there can be a little bit of anxiety around that. It's a new place, maybe you don't know where it is. So it'll be a good opportunity to start developing a relationship with your doctor. I understand that switching a primary care doctor is scary. Maybe you've seen your previous one for 30 years and they're now retiring and you have to start over with someone new. And that's really hard. Change is really hard. But I can assure you, when you come to Oak Street Health, we're more than happy to talk to you about anything. If you want to bring a family member with you, please do that. We're more than happy to do that and talk to them about things that they may be concerned about as well. So if you're currently seeing a primary care provider and you don't feel comfortable with what's going on, you should always feel empowered to have a conversation. Because ultimately, it is your healthcare. You are the most important person. And if you don't feel comfortable doing something, you shouldn't do it. So I think it's important to have a frank, open conversation and sit down with your provider and explain exactly why you're hesitant about certain things, because ultimately, while it will be hard, it will help strengthen the relationship. If for some reason you don't feel comfortable with your current primary care provider, again, you're in charge. You're in control of your healthcare. Healthcare is not a one-size-fits-all solution. For one provider may be good for one patient, but they may not be the right fit for you. And that's okay. So ultimately, you should feel empowered to make that choice. All you have to do is make a phone call and we'll take care of the rest. It's a seamless process and it is not an issue at all. If you're coming from another office, just let us know ahead of time and we're more than happy to request the records for you. That way, we can have a really good idea of what's been going on with you, and it'll actually save you a lot of time when you come to see us. Perhaps you had a really bad experience at your previous doctor and you're bringing that with you to your new place. At Oak Street Health, we completely understand that. And all we ask is that you come with an open mind and an open heart. Ultimately, if you give us an opportunity and you trust us, we promise that you will be happy when you leave.